Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from Jakarta. Welcome to the MM-MBA program webinar, a collaboration program between Master of Management, Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Indonesia, and Maastricht School of Management in Maastricht University. So firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Renita, that currently in charge in admission and marketing for Universitas Indonesia. We conduct the whole process for admission and also giving the information for our prospective students about our program in MM-MBA UI. So for today's event, we already have our distinguished speakers from both schools. Yeah, we have Dr. Arfiansyah from MM-MBA program in Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Indonesia, and Dr. Stuart Dixon from MSM-UM. So now for both speakers, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience? Maybe we can start from Pak Arfi first and then Dr. Stuart, please.
Yes, okay, thank you, Renita. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Arfiansyah. You can call me Arvi for short. I'm currently the Vice Director of Master and Management Program at the Faculty of Economic and Business in Indonesia. And I'm also the coordinator of the MM-MBA program with Maastricht University. Okay.
Hi, my name is Stuart Dixon. I'm the Director of Academics at Maastricht School of Management, which is part of Maastricht University. And it's nice to be here today to talk to you about the dual degree program that we're offering between Maastricht University and the University of Indonesia.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Arfi and Dr. Stuart. And now we move on to our agenda. So these are our sessions for today. Firstly, we will begin with the presentation from Universitas Indonesia, and this will include an overview of our programs and campus. And following that, we will hear from Maastricht School of Management about their program as well. And afterwards, we will provide a detailed explanation of the benefits of enrolling in the MM-MBA program. And the next, we will then discuss the outline and the contents of the dual degree program. And also we have the information regarding the admission requirements and the process. And usually the most awaited information is regarding the tuition fees. So we will also inform the details about the tuition fees. And last but not least, we will open for question and answer sessions. So hope you guys enjoy the whole session for this event. But before we start, I would like to inform you about the Q&A rules. If you have any questions, please write on the Q&A box and not in the chat box. So we provide special feature for any questions from you. So now, maybe without further ado, I kindly invite Dr. Arfiansyah to start the session. Please welcome, Arfi.
Okay, thank you again, Renita. So everyone, the first thing I would like to share you is the accreditation, the international accreditation of our program, and also the membership of Master of Management in Indonesia. Our programs are accredited by the AACSB, the Association to Advance Collegiate School of Business, and also the AMBA, the Association of MBA. So we have the standard and the quality of top business school in the world. And we also the member of GNAM, the Global Network for Advanced Management. This is a very good and marvelous network for business school. The faculty and also the faculty member and also the students as well. Through this network, we can collaborate. We have many events and also online courses. Next slide, please. Our vision and missions, as you can see on the screen, we focus on leaders. We believe that you as a student will become one of the leaders in society and in the company as well, and the leaders who are adaptive, and also the leader that have the industry link and globally connected. So we maintain our program and activities, academic activities, and also the network. So we want our student learn the relevant content, relevant industry link content, and also they have a chance to expand their network globally. Next slide, please. For the whole Master of Management, we have the full-time and also the part-time program. So the full-time in Indonesia, we call it as the regular and morning classes. We have these 4 tracks, as you can see on the screen. And in the evening, or what we call the specialized program, we have additional 5 more focused to the industry tracks like capital market, Islamic finance, risk management, operation, and also factorial management. The one that we will discuss in this webinar, of course, the dual degree in the languages in English, what we call the track of international business management. Yeah, for the next slides will be delivered by Dr. Stewart.
So MSM, yeah, we are in fact one of the oldest business schools in the Netherlands. Initially founded in Delft and then moved down to Maastricht, which is in the south of the country. We're part of Maastricht University, which is a triple crown institution with AACSB, EX accreditation, and also the AMRA accreditation. We have about 22,000 students at the university. And as you can see, 23,000 alumni of MSM worldwide. MSM itself is actually quite unique, I think, as a business school. We are sort of based in the Netherlands, but a lot of our activities are outside the Netherlands. So we do have our full-time programs here in Maastricht for the MBA and the MM. But we have also a lot of partnership programs which are running all around in different locations. So this is the one that we're running with Indonesia. But we're very much involved, in fact, in providing a global, let's say, global education. So many partners around the world. Our biggest partner, I think, at the moment is in China. We have about more than 90 different nationalities, I think, within our student environment, which is quite phenomenal. We're also providing, I think, much more insight into the global economy, and that's part of our sort of educational program within the MBA, looking at digital transformation, innovation, so more sort of sustainable mindsets that managers need. And through our online learning system, we really try to create a more personalized learning experience for the students. As well as that, we have in the summertime, we call it summer school. In fact, it's our expertise tracks. These are electives, and these are 2-week programs which are offered in the summer here in Maastricht. And then we bring, in fact, students from all our different partner activities. They all come to Maastricht. And I think this summer we had 150, 200 people, I think, wandering around the campus here in the summer, which was, I'd say, a very nice experience. I was also part of teaching one of those programs there. So yeah, we're very excited, I think, about this educational program that we're running with the UE. You know, we ourselves, and I think that's probably the same also for my colleagues in Indonesia, we have very much a case-based approach to education. So this is really also trying to get the student to look at practical business problems and looking at ways to solve them. So it kind of like puts you, I think, as a participant in the program in the driver's seat. You know, we're not going to stand there all day and just give you tons and tons and tons of theory. We will give you lots of concepts, of course, that's very important. But at the same time, we really find it very important that you yourselves are able to apply that knowledge. And this is what we do through case activities during class, but also through discussions and collaboration. I think it's also important that when you do an MBA program and say this is not just about the Maastricht program, but also about the program you'll be following in with the University of Indonesia, is that you bring also your experiences. And that's something where we try to encourage everybody to learn from each other. And that's creating a much, I think, richer set of knowledge for everybody, including me also as a teacher. So the dual degree program, the benefits of it. You know, I think dual degrees are on the rise at the moment. If you go to some of the big institutions, I was just looking the other day actually, and I noticed that you know, Harvard, Stanford, Berkeley, all the big well-known American institutions now are offering dual degrees of different formats. It's becoming more and more popular, and this is now coming into the world of the MBA. And I think the reason why dual degree is becoming more important now, and you'll see more and more of these appear, I think, over time, is that it's about developing yourself as a manager. And of course, the more skills that you have and the broader those skills are, I think the better the position you will be in. And of course, by having two programs, and you're not doing two full programs, but we sort of merge a few things here and there, you get to see a little bit more of a broader curriculum, I would say, covering more topics. And you have also a mixture of experiences. You have those experiences, of course, in Indonesia. But you know, if we can get you to come to the summer school in Maastricht, then you also get to meet a wide range of people from all over the world and work together with them also in our own, let's say, more international business environment here. Also in a dual MBA, a dual degree program itself, as well as offering a sort of slightly broader curriculum than a standard MBA, it's kind of unique. These days, a lot of people are doing MBAs. It's becoming kind of a standard, as it were, which I think it's a good thing, because I think a lot of managers really need to have this qualification if they want to move into higher levels of management. But then, you know, I think if everybody has an MBA, then what makes you stand out a little bit? And I think that the dual degree programs are that sort of new contribution now, that you say, oh, well, you know, I didn't do my degree just at one location. I did my degree here in Indonesia, but also in Maastricht in the Netherlands. And you have that kind of unique offering that I think will stand you in good stead for your future career plans. What we also offer is, and this is the same, I think, for both locations, is in terms of our teaching ability. You know, we have experienced lecturers. Also, University of Indonesia has very experienced teaching staff. And both institutions are also providing links with the business community. So we have also, you know, company visits. We really try to embed that within the program itself, bringing experts into the classroom also as well to talk about specific issues. And also, as I mentioned, of course, we have these expertise tracks and the Dutch program here in the Netherlands, where we offer a wide range of options for students to give them a little bit more of a, not necessarily, I wouldn't say a specialization, but to go into areas, let's say, which they find particularly interesting to them. So, you know, we have one on entrepreneurship. I'll be talking about these a little bit later, but, you know, if you're an entrepreneur or you want to start your own business, then maybe our expertise track on entrepreneurship would be something that might catch your fancy. So I think this is this is unique, and we see the business market going into the direction of the dual degree, where we see a lot of alliances now taking place between European universities, within Europe itself, but also between Europe and the US and South America, and also with Asia. So it's part of something which I think is emerging now. I should say, and this is a question that's come up a few times also with our students here. We have to be careful on the titles. We offer a Master of Management, and we also offer an MBA. Now, the MBA and is itself, in fact, is a Master of Science. And this is again to do with the name of the program, which is Master of Business Administration, and the level. And within the Dutch educational world, and I don't think the Netherlands is the only country that has this, basically there are only two diplomas that are recognized, and that's a Master of Science and a Master of Arts. And these are state-recognized degrees. You need to be careful when you're selecting an MBA program. It's not just for this one, but if you go to other universities around the world and look at their MBAs, many of the MBAs that are being offered are not actually recognized by the government. Hence, we have AMBER accreditation, ASCSB, and EQUIS. There are quite a few MBAs, in fact, more, I would say, which are not state recognized and are state recognized. The fact that we are state recognized means that we can also call our program a Master of Science. This may be important to you, it may not be. But keep in mind that if you have a recognized master's degree, particularly here within Europe, and you're looking for a job, that could be a crucial decision that you make. Because employers themselves may say, well, okay, you know, who issued this degree? And if it's from a school which is not recognized and has no recognized diploma, then it might cause some problems. I've known of this as well from students who told me that when they were applying for a green card to go to the USA, they had to have a registered Master of Science or Master of Arts degree. But again, do take care on that. The Netherlands took a decision some years back that all master's degrees must be either a Master of Science or a Master of Arts. This, I think, is the same in the UK, also in Germany. France, not yet, but that I've been told by my French colleagues that will happen. Spain is not the case. So even within Europe, there are differences. But we think that offering this Master of Science program, which in fact your MBA is the program name, the Master of Science is the level, we think that this is actually a stronger product in the market and will only lead to you having stronger benefits, I think, from obtaining this degree. So, have the next slide.
Yes.
Thank you. Avi, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, for this one, the outline and also the some of the content we would like to share with you. For the new curriculum, the ministry require the master degree program of a minimum 45 credit Indonesian credit, what we call the SKS. So this is also already accommodated by the program. So we have a 47 credit for the core and fundamental courses, 9 tracks, which is distinguish you by the tracks. So for international business management, you can choose which courses that you would like to choose as an elective as well. So 9 credit for the track, special for the MM-MBA, and also 6 credit for the elective, a total of 62 Indonesian credit. You can see also on your screen some of our 13 fundamental core courses, and we have a requirement as well from the ministry to have this dissemination, the final project dissemination. So this required by the regulation, and also we have several courses for leadership, ethics, analytics, and also consultancy and strategic management. Next slide, please. And you can see here, not go into the detail, but you can see later on through our slide here. This is the distribution of the courses. As you can see, if the courses is not highlighted, so it will be delivered offline by Universitas Indonesia faculty member, and the blue one is delivered by the Universitas Indonesia faculty member, but use the module from the Maastricht School of Management. And the orange one, as you can see, orange is associated with Netherlands. That's the courses that will be taught online by the Maastricht School of Management faculty member. And you can see on the bottom side, the summer school Stuart talked about, and the more like yellowish there, that's the joint thesis. So for the thesis, you only need to make one thesis, but we have the joint supervision for the project. Yeah, next slide, please. The academic activities. So during your study in Master of Management and the MM-MBA program, you need some kind of earning point for the student activities. So it required for you to have a 100 point, include a minimum of 15 point from the international event, and you can collect this point through many activities inside the faculty or can be within the Universitas Indonesia. So some workshop and skill and training provided by the Master of Management, you can see on the screen, like design thinking, communication, effective interpersonal skill training, and so on. Next slide, please. As I mentioned earlier about our two fundamental things is the industry link and the globally connected. We try to, what Stuart also say is the conceptually grounded. So we would like you to know the concept of the business and management, but also we would like you to gain extra expertise and experience that is practically relevant. So industry link is very important. We're doing this by inviting guest lecture and also general lecture, both from industry and also some government official usually. We do also the case study and project-based courses. Some of the courses do not meet the written exam. It can be done by a project, both using group as a assessment or can be also individual. And the one that we're proud of, it is the Committee Business Development Program. So you as a student need to have a capstone project, and in this role, you act as a coach and you give some recommendation, strategy with the small and medium enterprises. So you interact with them, you identify the problem and how to optimize, improve their businesses. Next slide, please. For the globally connected, we have several activities like the GFS, the Global Field Study. You can see on the screen the last Global Field Study. We went to Korea. We visit companies and also university, and you will have the opportunity to learn directly, to communicate and engage with the student and also the faculty member from abroad. The next one is the Global Network for Advanced Management. This is a very, this is a huge advantage for us because there are several events that help by this network. Next slide, please. So some photos from the Global Field Study. One of them taken in Japan, Korea, and in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, 2012, before my time in Master of Management, there was a GFS that went to the Netherlands. Next slide, please. This one, some of the activities from the GNM network. So we have the network week, the GN week. So during this week, if you want to participate abroad, if you want to participate to our with our partner, you can visit them. Like for example, here we have Yale, in the picture, and we also have here the Oxford Said Business School. But you can also join the week, the one that Master of Management event. So you can choose both. You can stay here in Jakarta, or you can also go to another business school within the network. And the network also have the online courses for the new student, for the new curriculum. You need to take at least one of the SINOP, the small network online courses within the GNM network. And the last one, we also have the Global Virtual Team. This is part of one of our courses. In this, in this course, you will act as a role-playing, interact, interculture, and also how you negotiate within different culture. Next slide, please. This is some picture of the SINO, the Global Network courses. These courses are done online, and you will get some kind of badges, and also certificate that you can put on your LinkedIn profile. Next one, please. Some example of the genome courses provided by different schools, like for example, the SMT Berlin, Agile Leadership, the British Columbia, the Southern School of Business, the courses Urban Resilience and Inclusive Prosperity. So there are many courses you can take online within the courses. Okay, next one. Oh, this one will be explained by Stuart.
Yeah, so these are the summer school program, which I mentioned. So these are the expertise tracks that we have. And as you can see, we have quite a few of them. So we have one on sustainable business and the global economy. Obviously, that is about the sustainability in the world these days, about how businesses need to react to that. We have on entrepreneurship, which I teach in, which is basically about the whole process of developing a business idea, turning that into some monetarized solution, and then how to expand that on that problem. We have also digital finance and sustainability. As it suggests, this is for people who have a deeper interest in finance, also particularly looking at fintech, but then also, again, the impact on sustainability, which is becoming more and more important, particularly with accounting activities within the realm of finance. We have an expertise track on the digital economy, which I think many of you will be interested in, because this also touches on many of these digital activities taking place in companies, about basically industry 4.0, how the future will take place with all this technology, and of course AI being a big component of that these days. We're all looking at that with great interest. Supply chain management is, as it says, about supply chain. It also has elements of digital economy in there as well, because you can't escape from this. And we see an increase in interest in supply chain because of basically the global economy is driving this. We have also innovative leadership, which is a new program that we introduced, which is about essentially developing your leadership skills and how to go further in more sort of self-reflection and coaching, and how to develop those abilities within organizations. We have also one on global business dynamics, and this is looking at businesses, mergers and acquisitions, how these are developing, how you grow your organization through different methods of where to set up new business in the future. So that's also contained within that program. Healthcare management is something which we've been running in China for a long time. We're looking at see how we can get this started also within the Netherlands, and there are some possibilities that we might even get this launched in Kuwait in the near future. We have quite a lot of interest in that area. Retail management is also one where, as it says, basically it's about the retail environment that we have these days. Many of us are buying stuff online. What is that whole chain of activity that takes place within this environment? And this is what this specialization is looking at. And finally, sustainable food systems, also a new one that we're putting into the market. And the reason for this is, of course, that the food industry is colossal these days, and this is not just about agriculture. This is really about the whole industry that follows on from that. It's massive. There's a huge amount of changes taking place within that sector, and we see a lot of managers these days who are working even working for companies like Heineken, for example, who have an interest in this type of a topic simply because there's so much change in regulations, so much change in terms of consumer preferences and interests, that we thought it was time to really develop a specific expertise track on this. So that's the part of the summer program we have. It's a lot of fun being in Maastricht in the summer. Hopefully we have good weather. It was sometimes it's just too hot, which I think is hard to believe if you come from Indonesia. But last year was terrible. This year was really, really hot, but this year was fine. These were acceptable temperatures that we had. Very exciting. I mean, I think 150, 200 people were wandering around the campus. So it was a great atmosphere. And I think what's also really nice is the classroom. You know, you walk into a classroom, and I was teaching myself, and you know, you have maybe 6 or 7 different nationalities, or more, in fact, sitting there and all engaging with each other. And that really, for me, is the greatest pleasure as a teacher, but I think also for the students. It's not just about learning a particular topic. It's also about meeting people, creating a new network, understanding how businesses work in different business environments, and how people think and how they work together from different cultures. So I think it's a great experience. Okay, the online learning environment, the Maastricht program itself is offered online, with the exception of the summer school program that we offer. Just to quickly show you a little bit of how that works, we're using Canvas as our system, and this is basically where all the course information will be found. So you can see here we have like an orientation page, and essentially students then will be clicking through the different modules where they will find literature that they need to read. Also, they'll be getting videos, exercises online that they can do. And accompanied with that, of course, online Zoom sessions with an instructor here in the Netherlands. Put the next slide on. It's a simple system. When you log in, basically, you will have this array of information in front of you. These will be the courses that you follow, and you simply click on one of those little tiles there, and it pops up, and then you basically have all the course information for you. So it's a nice looking system, and very easy to use. Next slide. Here is the information. Oh, yeah. So within a module, so basically we divide the courses up into modules, and within modules you have a number of topics. Topic here 1 and 2. This is one on strategic management. So it's a course I also teach in. And essentially what you have there is you have a Zoom session, you have reading literature that you have, which is in the Activate Your Knowledge. We then move on to some other topics. And within each of these modules, then we have what we call a reflective activity, where we get everybody to have the opportunity to think back on what they have learned during that daytime. This is more of a discussion type forum. And we also have what we call an application activity. And again, this is a short little exercise to basically test your learning of the day. Have you really understood what you were going through? And these activities here that we have can be videos that we put in there. They can also be case studies, etc. So we're making use of a lot of different types of media in order to educate the students. Look at the next slide. And essentially, when you come in, you see something like this, for example, in terms of the course materials. The nice thing about this environment is that not only do we have a little bit of information here, which it tells you about what you need to do and why you need to do it, but in terms of getting hold of materials, you simply click on the link and it takes you to our online library. So everything is available electronically. You don't need to have books anymore. Well, there is a book, of course, that comes with the course. It's also an ebook. So that's also fairly easy. And there's a link within the courses normally for that you click on to get the book. The case studies also will be created per course, and they'll also be linked. And every article that we go through, as you can see here, this is the one for strategy. Again, these are all links. So everything can be easily found within the university's library, and of course downloaded if you wish to download these papers. Thank you. Admission requirements. I think I passed the baton over.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Now it's my turn to discuss with you about our requirements. So number 1, of course, you should have completed the bachelor degree from reputable university that minimum be accredited. So number 2, having a minimum 5 years working experience, but if you have not reached this qualification yet, minimum 3 years experience still will be assessed and considered. Number 3, provide your certificate and transcript from your bachelor degree. But if you graduate from overseas university, so your certificate and transcript should be acknowledged by the Directorate General of Higher Education, Ministry of National Education, or Dikti Kemendikbud. And then you should have GMAT or GRE certificate. But if you don't have this, there is the substitute that you can take 5 leveling courses. And currently this leveling course is provided by Peregrine. And the next, of course, if you will take a double degree program in especially English class program, we need you to provide TOEFL or IELTS. But if your bachelor degree taught fully in English, so just skip this information. And another papers that you should be prepared are 2 recommendation letters. Yeah, it could be from your direct supervisor and another 1 level above, and CV and a motivation letter. And this recommendation, CV and motivation letter should be written in English. And finally, the next slide, please. And finally, if you're, if you're sure you have all the requirements, yeah, please do the registration in website SIMAK that name penerimaan.ui.ac.id. And after that, you will be scheduled for SIMAK and consists of TPA or academic potential test, and then the English proficiency test. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, UI entrance. Yeah, for the CIMAC test timeline. Okay, actually now we can provide for the event semester, which will be start in February 2025, and the registration will be open in September 25 until October 27, and CIMAC test will be held in November 3rd. And usually a week or 2 weeks after CIMAC test, if your CIMAC test is past the minimum score of Universitas Indonesia, so we will invite you to the interview session. So we receive many questions about this interview session, like why I didn't receive an email about the interview. Yeah, because not all prospective students will be invited, because we need to comply with UI regulation that you must pass the CIMAC test first. So for the next admission cycle would be in 2025, but unfortunately the schedule is not released yet. Or you can visit the website at simak.ui.ac.id to see the update schedule for the next admission. And the last part about the tuition fees. So for the dual degree program, it will cost 75 million rupiah per semester. And due to the program will take 4 semesters, so the total until you complete the whole program would be 3 million rupiah. Yeah, I know it costs a lot, because you will get 2 degrees, 2 certificates from both schools, from UI and UM, without being present in Netherlands. Only I mean by only virtual. Okay, next. Next slide, please. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for the presentation. Now I can see there's some question in the Q&A box. Should I choose one of them? Maybe the first one about the students studying in MM now in 3rd semester. We can be applied to this program. Is that possible? Maybe, Pak Arfi?
I'm not quite understand the question, Renita.
Students studying in MM in third semester can apply.
So you are already a student, you mean, and then
Yeah.
The program is you need to enter the specific program from the beginning. Yeah. So since of your CIVAC, you need to take specifically the dual degree program, and if you get accepted, then you start from the beginning until the end. So it's not possible for anyone that already enrolled another program in MM and switch it to the MBA program with Maastricht.
Okay. I hope that's clear, Mbak Putri Mega atau Bu Putri Mega. And another questions coming from anonymous attendee. If I want to communicate with a professor in the Netherlands, how should I do it? Maybe Dr. Stewart, you can answer that.
Yeah, I mean, through email, for example. I mean, I think within the courses, of course, you're using the Canvas system. So Canvas, we have Zoom-based sessions. So that's more or less like being in the classroom, but you're in the Zoom environment. And of course, there's an open communication there. Within Canvas itself, there's also a mailing system that you can use. So if you have a quick question, you can just use the inbox within Canvas. And you can also send a regular email. And meetings can also be organized quite easily using either Zoom, or we tend to use Teams quite a lot actually within Maastricht.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Stewart. And the next one from Teresia Sambo, Ibu Teresia Sambo. What activities involved in final project dissemination? Is it like scientific publication? I think both of you.
Yeah, I think it's that's a good question, because the thesis is, I mean, typically an MBA thesis, a master's thesis is scientific. Ours is scientific, but we give you three options. So within the thesis environment, for the thesis, you can either write an academic research paper, which is a more traditional research paper that you write for a master's degree. But you can also write a consulting project. So for example, maybe in the company that you're working for, you have some internal issues within the organization, which you'd like to work upon, and you can. And the other option is what we call a business plan, which is more of a sort of, I guess it's more of a market research, but we call it a business plan, where if you have some business ideas, you're allowed to write the business plan, and that means then investigating the market, proving that the market actually is valid for the ideas that you have, and then carrying out some sort of cost calculations, profit maximization calculations on the profitability of setting up a business within that environment. So you have the three possibilities: academic research paper, consultancy project, or a business plan.
Maybe Pak Arfi would like to add, how about from the UI side?
Yes, we in line with the one that Dr. Stewart say. So those are the type of project, the final project that you can do. For the ministry required you to publish the work. You can do that by attending conference, for example. It can be a final paper, I mean a complete research paper, but you can also do such as the poster in the research in progress session. You can also do write in academic journal as well. So currently for the new curriculum, it's a little bit more relaxed. Yeah? The requirement, so you can do a lot of dissemination, publication with your final project.
Okay. There's the question coming from Liv. Do you offer scholarship? I will try to answer this question. From UI, especially for the overseas student, we only offer the scholarship for the single degree program, but not for the dual degree. But I don't know from the MSM, how about that?
No, we don't offer any scholarships for the program.
Okay, I hope that answered Bu Liv. Okay, the next one. There's still a lot questions here. So it's from Anonymous again. I heard there are lectures that will take place in Netherlands. Is it possible for us to attend the lectures in person?
Well, yeah, I think that. I mean, then I think you would maybe want to do a different program, because you can I mean, the lectures are taking place online in the evening in Indonesia, I think twice a week. I don't know if people want to fly backwards and forwards between Indonesia for classes in that way. But the idea, in fact, is provide people with education in the evenings that's convenient for them. You have to remember as well that this is a part-time program, so we assume that everybody's working. It's not a full-time program. If you're interested, we do have a full-time program, but to be honest, we are here to really discuss the part-time dual degree that we're offering. So I think it's not an option to come to Maastricht and join the lectures.
Okay.
Yeah, I think unless you want to go to the summer program, yes, if the summer school,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
summer school.
that's
Summer school, of
possible.
course, is absolutely is face to face here in Maastricht.
Okay.
Okay, I think this one is a good question from Anonymous again. At the point program Master of Business Administration leading to the academic degree of Master of Science, it means the student will learn sci or technology. How about that?
Test technology. I don't quite understand the where is it? Maybe if I read it. I don't quite understand the question really.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will repeat again. At the point for program Master of Business Administration leading to the academic degree of MSc,
Yeah.
it means the student will learn sci-fi or technology.
Well, you learn. I mean, it's about management. So, but also, yes, there are courses within the program which are about the management of technology. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, we talk about technology within the strategy course. It's also within the course on digital transformation, which is a course about how to digitize your organization. We have it in the specialization on digital economy, which is in the summer. Supply chain also has some elements of digital in there, about digital supply chains. You have retail expertise track. You have it also in even in sustainability specialization expertise track in the summer. We also talk about technology, about green innovation, for example. So there are many places within the different courses that we have within the MBA where innovation and technology are discussed, yeah, as well as having specific courses on technology.
Oh, I think Butriza might want to add something.
No, all good.
Okay. Okay. We move on to the next question.
I see
Okay,
a question here about additional cost of going to the Dutch program. I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, you have to obviously pay for your accommodation. No, I don't think there is an additional payment for coming to classes in the Netherlands. We can check on that, but as far as I understand, I don't think so.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stewart. And the next one, in what degree will we receive? I have previously asked the admission office at MM-UI, and they mentioned that the degree is MSc. Is that different?
Certainly, the degree that is issued from Maastricht University is a Master of Science in Business Administration. There is no such degree as Masters. It's either a Master of Science or a Master of Arts. And so the full title is Master of Science in Business Administration. The program name is the Masters in Business Administration. That's the program name. And the level is Master of Science. You can use whatever title you like. So you are doing an MBA, and the advantage is that this MBA is at the level of Master of Science. And as I mentioned during the presentation, this is not the case for many of the MBAs that are out there. Whether you think that's important or not, that's I think for yourself to decide. But this is a state recognized diploma, which, because it's a state recognized diploma, is of course recognized in every European country. And not only with that, also due to agreements between different countries, will be recognized in other countries around the world as well.
Okay. Yeah, we also have got these questions a lot in our office.
Yeah.
And the next one is coming from Herjuna Rahman or Juna. For the summer program at MSM, is that separate from the main program, and is there a separate fee for that, or is that cost already be included in this registration cost?
Yeah, as I say, I don't think there is an extra cost in coming. The only cost you have to pay, as far as I understand, but we need to check on that. The only cost you pay is the living cost. I mean, we don't cover that. So when our students come for the summer school, they go to various locations. Some of them go to Airbnb, some go to hotels, some find, I don't know, some kind of lodging somewhere. And so they have to pay their own food and lodging costs. But the classes, as far as I know, are all just included in the MBA fee. So correct, travel costs are not covered. No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me check again the questions. Okay, for the final project, is there any option to choose between research or coursework? Maybe Pak Arfi can answer this.
Can you repeat it again, the question, Birinta?
For the final project, is there any option to choose between research or coursework?
Oh, no, that's not possible because both in Netherlands and Indonesia you need still to submit a thesis. So it cannot be replaced by taking other courses.
Okay, this one is coming from Anonymous again. I missed the part on the teaching for the material of MSM. Is it taught by online Netherlands lecturer or UI lecturer? Of course, it will taught by online from Netherlands lecturer, and from UI lecturer, it should offline, and you should have to come into our campus. The next one. Okay. Okay, will the minimum of 5 years working experiences is required, I still have less than 5 years. For the final project is okay. For the minimum requirements of 5 years working experience, maybe if you have passed the 3 years working experience, it will be considered.
Yeah, I mean that's basically 5 years is the minimum. But if we see somebody who is exceptional, then they could be allowed to join the program.
Okay. Okay, could you inform us what the substitute of GRE or GMAT? Why should we pass both CMAC and GRE? Because I don't see any differences. Both of them are like TPA and psychology test. Because it's the simple. Because CMAC is the requirement for UI, and GRE is the requirement for the MSM. And both of this should be completed before you apply the program. But no worries, if you don't have GRE or GMAT, you could substitute that to the leveling course. And there are 5 courses in the leveling course. Is that right? Is it still 5 courses?
Yes, there are 5 courses in the leveling courses, yeah.
Okay, this one. Maybe we just have 3 minutes before we end the event. So I will take the last one for the questions. Is the dual degree MM-MBA subject to Ditjen Dikti equivalency regulation? Maybe Pak Arfi could answer that.
The equivalency, or what we call the penyetaraan, the certificate. Unfortunately, you cannot do this equivalency through Dikti, yeah. Although you have, but you have both certificate. You can use them in Indonesia and also outside Indonesia. But unfortunately, for now, you cannot do the equivalency through Dikti when you do our program, this program. Because some of the requirement, for example, you need to be in the other country. In this case, you need to be in the Netherlands for at least 6 months and so on. Is not cannot be fulfilled. But I heard that there will be some update about this regulation. So what I can say for now is, you cannot do the equivalency.
Okay, thank you, Pak Arfi. And I think that's it for the questions. And we apologize if there's any question that cannot be replied, but you still can reach us at our WhatsApp number or our email. And you also can visit our website and the Instagram account. So maybe thank you, Dr. Stewart and Dr. Arfi. And maybe that is the end for our webinar. So thank you for making time to join us today. And I hope you guys had a fruitful information to your next education journey. And we look forward to seeing you at the next occasion. And I wish you all have a pleasant day. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.